So Megan Thee Stallion, excuse me.
Meg Thee Stallion.
But before you get into that, it never made any sense because a stallion is a male horse, but whatever.
What's a female horse? Meg the Mare? Is that what you should be? That doesn't have the same ring to it, son. I don't know if that's going to fly, but...
Guys, thank you for tuning into the episode, and we don't give a fuck what you do from here on out.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Everyone, welcome to episode 112 of Insensitive Culture. You should know me.
So what?
You should know my guy over here.
And that fool Blazer, Ramon.
And you should definitely know this guy. Because we are
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
Make sure you fucking check it out, homie. We deserve that standing ovation.
Nice
We
fade
get
out.
it.
Deserve
That fade out is
that
nice.
standing ovation. Shit. It's a
Jeez.
peaches and cream episode.
This is that peaches and cream. 112.
It's nothing
Yep.
but smooth sailing over here. Everybody's
Smooth
just
sailing.
nice and creamy here.
Peaches and cream.
I don't even know what that means. But we rolling with it.
Only you.
Yeah. I was thinking too. I was like, what other episode, what other 112 song could this be the episode
Dance
for?
with me. Those are
Dance
the
with
only
me.
other.
All of
the
it.
only-
Yeah.
dance. That was the other fly joint when I was in like 11th
All
grade.
of it
10th
needs to
grade.
be paused. I'm okay with peaches and cream.
Yeah. No, same.
Yeah.
That's gotta be.
That's the big one.
I can picture the
hit.
video. They had the canned peaches because they were like overly orange. Like it was like you could tell because normal peaches are not that orange.
I don't know. I don't really fuck with peaches.
Yeah.
Nah.
You have teeth, so you don't need to fuck with
That's
peaches.
true. Imagine if I only had 4 of them.
Oh, that can be the fourth question. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, man. No, we were reading questions, and we could just really talk about it. We were reading questions and stuff to see what we would ask on the show, and one of them was like, what if you had only 4 teeth and you can choose where
they
in your
go?
mouth those 4 teeth go? Where would you put them? I'm like,
my
what?
We went over so many different combinations of where those 4 teeth could go, bro. In like a span of 5 minutes, we were like, okay, this is where they got to
man.
go. And it changed so
man.
frequently. Like, yeah, just listeners, think about that to yourself. Just ponder it. Pause us for
Yeah.
a minute. Think about that.
Let us know if you actually want us to have that conversation.
Because we can.
We can.
We can. We have some
4 teeth.
some
Oh,
material.
man.
Yeah, 4
I was
teeth.
like,
After
yo,
having
man.
come back from the dentist, that's making me feel
Right.
some kind of way.
Yeah, see?
Kind of wish you had just the 4.
Yeah.
Nah.
No pain.
Nah. I kind of wish I had none. Honestly, like just, well, not like no teeth, but like
Just
get
gums.
rid of all these shits. Give me a full, what is it, 32 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yo,
Give me the full new 53, whatever the fuck that number is.
I was just, it's definitely not 53,
No,
bro.
isn't it
Coneheads,
like 26?
Coneheads have 53 teeth in their mouth.
Isn't it like 26?
I feel it's like 30 some. My sister will
it's
comment on this
26,
for
yeah.
sure and let us know. Like she'll definitely, because I just had this conversation with her not too long ago. I was like,
32,
what if I
32.
just yanked out all my teeth, give me like the crowns, the little things, and they screw the teeth on and shit?
Yeah.
And she's like, that's all well and good, but like those have to be replaced every X amount of years. So you're gonna
Oh,
spend.
fuck.
You're going to spend, however many K on all those teeth, bro. And then you're going to have to do it again every, let's say 10. And it wasn't even 10. It wasn't that many, but like,
Less than 10?
fuck all that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, I'll be honest. I'm like missing a tooth on one of my teeth, and there were mad options on what you could do to fix that.
Yeah.
And the biggest option that they were trying to push was a
implant?
Mm.
bridge.
Oh, the
Well,
bridge.
no, a bridge but I'm like, so one tooth is fucked, so it's and it's gone. So you want to fuck up 2 other teeth
Right.
in order
just-
to fill in that hole.
Ship them out.
So now if like I do nothing well in my life, I have 3 fucked up teeth now.
Right.
and then it's just all downhill from there.
The exact
like,
same comments I had.
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't want that.
That's a terrible.
I don't want that at all.
Hell no.
Oh man, Dave.
I never had one of those teeth fall out dreams. That's supposed to mean something, right?
Oh, I've had that. I've had that
I
before.
have had those a lot, actually. Like, I would say at least a couple times a year, I have that dream where either A, I check my tooth, I grab it, and it's straight, just like fucking ready to fall out, bro. Like, it's just hanging. Like, I can feel it moving around and wiggling.
Yeah.
And then I've also had dreams where, like, I was choking and I went to the sink and I just started spitting teeth into the sink.
Yeah.
And it was the most terrible. Like, I woke up and just like started checking all my shits and be like, oh my God. I have
See,
teeth.
I don't
I'm so
believe
good. I'm
any
good.
of those,
I'm
like,
good.
those, like, how that has a meaning. Sure, it might have a meaning, but like my mom used to do all that shit before. She had the dream books.
I fucked with those. I always wanted to know.
I fucked with
always
them
felt
too,
like there
and
was a
then
meaning
and
of
then
this.
and then you start to research. Now the internet is a thing,
Yeah.
and you start to research
it?
it, and you start finding conflicting stories
Hmm.
of what that means, because none of it
Right,
really
right.
fucking means anything, and if it does, the person writing the fucking book doesn't know a damn thing.
No, that's
Right.
true. But
You
like
know?
these
I mean, we could write
subconscious
a dream book. Let's just write
Exactly.
a fucking insensitive culture dream book.
Yeah,
That would be. I would be all about that, dude. That's kind of tight.
just make everything super fucking dope.
And sexual, like
And sexual.
all,
Yes, must
yeah,
be,
it's all
must be.
porn related. Fuck.
Oh, I'd be down for that. Just make it seem legit though. You can't let them
no,
know.
it can't just be like, oh, that means your dick is hard. It just, you got to like really sexualize, like the teeth falling out is like,
Yeah.
you're going to have like a really drippy, wet pussy very soon.
Your teeth falling out means you really want to suck some dick.
Yeah, you're horny as fuck. You have sexual repression. All dreams are
Yeah.
sexual repression.
Yep.
It needs to
Exactly.
be released. Yeah.
Yeah. So
We just wrote it.
and then and Dave has had this dream numerous times, so we
So
know
much
that it's
There you
sexual
true.
go. That's
repression.
really
All
what
he
it
really
means.
wants is to suck some dick. That's all he
That's it.
wants.
Wait, I thought it was wet pussy. What the fuck? That sucks.
You will, my
I'm
friend.
not
You
signing
will.
off on this book.
Oh man, hit us with some questions. Bro.
All right, baby. You all got $5 and you need to get as drunk as fucking possible. What do you buy?
$5 to get
$5 to get
fucking
drunk.
possible.
As drunk as possible. Obviously, you're not going to get sloshed unless you got a low bitch ass tolerance.
Yeah.
But what are you going to start
$5?
sipping? $5. You got $5. Crunk. You got to get the biggest buzz you can, as drunk as you can. Let's say you're homeless and you're collecting bottles or something.
Yeah,
you got your
yeah.
$5 for the day. You got to get to sleep that night. You're not going to sleep unless you're drunk. What you
Okay.
drinking?
I don't know where the fuck would you buy anything for $5? Like you would literally have to
know what
buy
I'm drinking.
ingredients.
I know what I'm drinking too.
Y'all go. Give me inspiration.
Yo,
here.
I'm scooping up some Steel Reserves, some malt
Steel
liquor,
Reserve.
son, from the gas station. Those 40s were
that's
like,
true.
at least the last time I
You
checked,
can
they
get
were
like
like
two, right?
$2. Oh yeah, they were
$5?
like $2, $2.50, let's
Yeah.
say. So you get two of those bad
See,
boys.
I haven't seen one of those.
You are crunk.
I haven't seen one of those in so long.
Nor should you have. They're disgusting. There's no reason that you should see them anywhere. But if the shit hit the fan and you needed to get crunk,
Fuck it.
scoop a couple Steel Reserves.
We're playing Edward 40 Hands.
Yeah. Yep.
That works.
Getting fucked
That's
up. What are you
not
talking?
that's not a bad idea. Like now that you say that, I'm trying to think like what the tall boys go for at the gas station, and I think you're right. They're only like $1.50 or
They're,
something.
they're
Yeah.
not a lot. Not a lot.
So you
Like
could
a,
probably get through, but
$2,
that's
$3
not where I was gonna go with. I was gonna go with an old. I don't even know if they still sell this shit anymore, but the only reason I know it exists is because this dude I used to fuck around managed with, this rapper guy. This was his drink because he was a broke ass motherfucker, and it was Rickaloff gin.
ooh.
And you could definitely for $5 get a nice
Get
pint,
like a fifth,
or
like a
what-
fifth of gin.
yeah, a little fifth of gin, and I get fucked up off a fifth of gin.
bro, a couple shots of gin and you're feeling nice. That's
telling you.
Word.
You'd probably be more crunk than me on my Steel Reserve, though. You got a fifth of gin
You'll be pissing a lot
Jesus.
more than me too.
for sure.
I'm telling you that cheap shit
Yeah.
will fuck you up.
Hell yeah.
It will fuck you up real bad. I guess that was going to be my answer. I don't know a specific alcohol, but I would definitely go to the liquor store and see what can I get for this. Even
just the little
even
shot
if
bottles,
you get like
right?
those little five
couple
shot bottles, yeah.
I feel like I just saw like a Fireball pack at the gas station
They
for
do have
like
them.
It wasn't anything
gas
crazy.
station?
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
gas
at the gas
station they
station.
had
I've
little
seen them.
fire. Yeah,
7-Eleven, I see the little
I don't know
Fireball.
how. I don't know how. It's liquor. But
7-Eleven.
They had straight up Fireball, like 5 or
That's
10 packs.
interesting.
At 7-Eleven, they have the little Fireball, and sometimes they have SoCo.
SoCo. Damn.
That's interesting.
That takes me back to my teen years.
But I would
SoCo.
say, so it
SoCo.
really, if I had to do it, the one thing that used to get me fucked up, I used to get those little dollar shots. They have what's the peppermint shit?
Schnapps.
No, it's a peppermint schnapps. But
it's like Goldschlager?
No.
Goldschlager?
Fuck.
Damn.
Why can't I think of it? It's 100 proof though. You know what I'm talking about?
Interesting.
It's peppermint flavor?
Yeah, it's peppermint flavor.
All right, so I'm reading the schnapps.
No, it's not
it
a
wasn't
schnapps.
It wasn't a schnapps.
The Rumple.
Rumplemints. There we go.
Rumplemints.
Yeah.
So I would get 5 of those bottles, the dollar bottles of Rumplemints, and chug them shits because they're 100 proof each shot. And the reason why I say that is because when me and the guys, the Santanas, when we were actually going out all the time,
Shout out.
we would get out of our job because it was like we would get out like at midnight or 11 o'clock, some shit like that. I don't know. It was a long time ago. But we would stock up on those, and then we would each take like 2. And by the time we get to the club, we are fucked up. We're feeling nice.
Yeah.
And then we would go there and keep it going. But by the time we drive from work to there, we'd already guzzle those and we're good.
Wait, so you were sipping Rumplemints on the road?
Yeah, that's neither here nor there.
Well, in the passenger seat.
Nah, man, we took a cab. What are you talking
was it
about,
a
bro?
limousine?
Oh, there you go.
Was
In
it
the
a
Uber, in
limousine?
the back of the
Yeah,
Uber.
we
Yeah,
took there wasn't even Ubers then. It was cabs.
Just cabs.
Just took the
So
cab.
I looked it up, and I see what how this is legal, and apparently, the Fireball that they sell at 7-Eleven and the SoCo are just malt beverages, so they're not the standard. So the Fireball that they sell is Fireball Cinnamon, not Fireball Whiskey. And on the Fireball
It tastes
website,
exactly the same.
it says that Fireball Cinnamon is a 33 proof product, not a 66 proof product. So it's half as
So you gotta
strong
drink
as your
double.
typical Fireball.
Okay, so that means I
but
got to
still,
get
I
2
mean,
of them.
1. 2 is 1.
33 proof is still like 15%
No, yeah, that-
alcohol. Like that's
That's
still.
like 7 beers, bro.
Yeah.
Like you.
I mean, that's like a glass of wine. Like that's fire. Like you still gonna get fucked up with. They sell them in how many packs? Like a 5-pack?
Yeah, like 5 or 10 packs. Yeah.
You could
Yeah,
just buy
you'll-
the
you'll
one. You could
definitely
just
get
buy
fucked up.
one little thing there.
Yeah, that's.
But
yeah.
yes, now you
Special
can just get fucked.
special shout out to like I was thinking like Molson Triple X. If you ever had like any of
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Bud
Molson.
Ice, any of like the ice
Bud
beers,
Ice, yeah.
Keystone Ice, bro. Like I don't know what it is like about the iced brewing process, but like it kicks up that alcohol level big time. I remember when I
Yeah.
first started drinking and like I could buy booze. I remember going to the gas station and seeing these like deuces of Bud Ice that were clear, and I was like, "Yo, these are wild looking." And I got like 4 of them, bro. And I just started fucking slamming them. And I remember
yeah,
like
you was
I, had
fucked.
I was by myself like after work one day, and I just had to sleep it off. I woke up and it was fucking morning, dude, because I had these Bud Ices. So I learned then that like anything with ice in it, or like I said, Molson Triple X, get you fucked up real quick.
Yeah.
And you can go to like places now and get like $5 bottles of wine, can't you? Or cheaper sometimes. Like if you can grab a bottle of wine to the face, it might not be the best, but
Oh, you'll get fucked.
You're gonna
though.
get
Bottle of
crunk.
wine to the
For
face.
sure,
Only thing
for
is that you drink a bottle of wine to the face, you're almost guaranteed to wake up with a hangover.
oh,
Yeah, that
100%.
that
But that's
hangover
not.
sucks.
That's regardless of this. Like you're just trying to get drunk. Like that's future problems, Johnny.
True
You're just
that,
Trying to get
true
drunk
that,
for
true
$5
that.
bills.
All right, what's the next question?
All right. Would you rather your girl be able to read your thoughts during sex or every other time but when you're having sex? Yeah, that's tough.
I'm gonna let you go first.
All right, Walk, I'm going to let you go first,
Oh,
dog.
me. Okay. Hold on.
See, I'll just pour in this beer right quick,
Pouring my
minding my
beer
own
right quick.
business.
I would have to go with during sex.
Just because it's a shorter amount of time.
It's a shorter amount of time. Chances are, honestly, like girls are thinking about the same fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like
During
it's just
sex?
it's just whatever's gonna get you there. It's
She's
whatever's
like
gonna
Ryan
get you there is
Gosling.
whatever's
Ryan
gonna hit
Gosling.
you off. You know
Ryan
what I mean?
Gosling.
Exactly.
That's not what I want to hear, dog. You're trying to smash it just like Ryan Gosling.
Right.
Right. But during the day, I have such random fucking thoughts. I don't want anybody to hear that shit.
No, I'm concerned about your thoughts during the day, dog. Where's your head going?
I mean, I don't want anybody. Just
No,
like
I
I
feel
don't
you.
want to hear your fucking
don't
thoughts.
wanna
Your
hear
mind,
them. No, you don't wanna
your mind would be wild,
Oh,
bro.
it's terrible. It's a terrible place.
Yeah, and it's like you said, it's very short. It's a very short amount of time.
So, whoa, how short are you
I'm
talking
talking
here?
about like even. I mean, I don't give a fuck what you say, bro.
Yo, I didn't say nothing.
No.
I didn't say
No, I'm just saying that I don't care what anyone says. Y'all not fucking for an hour, man. That shit sucks.
Ain't nobody fucking for it.
no.
Even in porno,
Nah, you know how people be like,
mad
"I'll be
times.
hitting that shit for."
Nobody's
like
hitting
an
that
hour,
shit.
40
That's sad, bro. Like you need to stop with
man.
the antidepressants because you
Like,
can't
you need to
ejaculate
stop
clearly.
drinking, bro.
Yeah,
Word.
whiskey dick.
I remember.
It's infuriating.
I
Actually,
remember I had a
You can't
boss. One of my
Bro,
old bosses.
There's no way. There's just no way.
I'm calling it after like 20 minutes. I'm like, all right,
Yeah, that's
this
a
isn't
fact.
happening today.
That's a fact. I had an old boss that he took pride. He took pride because he would talk about like his sexual endeavors with no one asking him. He'd be like, "Yeah, you can go for 4 hours." It's like, who the fuck?
hours.
First of all,
hours, bro.
he was like, "Yeah, you just once you finish, you just keep going and you power through it." And I'm like, "What woman are you fucking
Yeah,
with
for
that is
4
going
hours.
to allow you to plow her for 4 hours?" Nobody. You are fucking lying, bro.
Unless you are never getting her there.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not getting her there
Keep trying,
in the
keep
first
trying.
fucking 30 minutes, she probably not gonna let you rock that far. But if
probably
she's
tired.
like keeps getting closer, maybe she's like keep going. I
That's
don't
a
know.
long time.
Like
There's got to
I
be a
could see,
female
like,
blue balls.
like a sex session, right? Where you're doing multiple things, but
Yeah.
just straight pounding the puss for 4
No,
hours.
bro.
Nah,
No.
bro.
That's not.
No, you're gonna
I
pass.
don't care how
You're
many
gonna need
positions you go in, bro.
IV fluids and shit. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna be done after that, dude.
They're like IV of like fucking Red Bull straight through.
Now
For
that I
sure.
think about it, in his case, if you pay her for 4 hours, she's gonna let you do whatever.
That's true. You got to get your money's worth. That's I
true.
didn't think
she's
about
not,
that.
She's not
I
gonna
didn't-
give you. She's not gonna give you any lip about it.
There's no refunds.
That's facts. I mean, you got to get what you paid for.
Fuck.
Oh man! All right.
Although
what
I'm
was the
sure
question?
she'd probably be like, "Bro, I know you paid for 4, but nobody uses the 4 hours,
Nobody
bro.
uses
Like,
it before.
yeah, I got other
thought we were
dudes to
gonna
go.
talk.
Right.
I thought we were gonna do that. You were gonna make me watch a movie for.
We're gonna finish off with some Jeopardy and then call it a night.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right. So
I thought
who
it
would
was
y'all-
5
which one
minutes
would
of
y'all want?
fucking and 3.5 hours of cuddle.
Right.
That's what she's used to.
Word.
Not this guy. He was smashing for 4 hours. Anyway.
No, I mean, like you said, it's got to be during sex, right? Just because thoughts during the day, it's so many thoughts and it's so random.
Yeah.
Like sex thoughts, it wouldn't be anything too surprising. I mean, the only thing is, like, if your mind wanders during sex, like, she might be a little pissed, like, because every once in a while it happens. Like,
It does.
you're just
Yeah.
like, some random thing pops up and you're like, what the fuck is that all about? And you kick it out of there and like things from the day. And like, it's weird how the mind works during sex where like it puts you in the zone, but also like you can easily like be swayed from that zone too, which is weird. And I feel bad sometimes. 'Cause like, it's not like I'm not there, but like You feel like
It just happens.
and then you reflect on the fact that you're not in the moment, and you're like, "Whoa, I need to get back into this." It's a very weird thing, but it's like you said, it's a shorter amount of time. It's less that you'd have to worry about, and like you said, the thoughts wander during the day, bro. Like it can get pretty crazy in there. Yeah.
Well, luckily for you, after last episode, our female listeners have all stopped listening to this podcast.
We had female listeners. Busted in a lie.
We're not funny. We're not listening to this anymore.
Y'all probably weren't funny. The fuck out of here then.
Only the
them hoes.
unfunny women found that
Right.
egregious.
Nice. They're like, yeah, you know what? He's right. I'm pissed.
You saying the same thing, Johnny?
I think so.
No, he's gonna dissent. He's gonna
Devil's
dissent.
advocate.
He's gonna dissent. I know it. I
It's
can
just,
feel it.
I'm just trying to work through it because I know that, like, if you could, like, depending on, like you said, like, sometimes your thoughts stray. Sometimes they're just, like, you're just trying to get there, right?
Yeah.
But
You think
that
of
could,
some
like,
sexy chick. You're like,
but
oh,
that
Margot
could just,
Robbie,
like,
Margot
totally,
Robbie.
like, turn off the whole situation, and then it's like sex is not happening anymore.
Right.
Sexy
She
time
knows
is
what
over.
you're thinking about. She knows what you're thinking
Yeah.
about. And then it's like, oh, well, that's what you're thinking about? Fuck.
And I would say like 99% of my day, I'm just thinking about like how to make money.
So that would get boring.
Yeah. But I probably, those random thoughts that do pop into my head during the middle of the day are probably enough to keep me aligned with you guys this time.
Yeah.
Well, that and like you know how the mind works, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it's like if you
thread
saw a
leads
fat
to a
ass.
thread.
Well, that yeah, you saw a fat ass early in the day, and for whatever reason, it popped back into your head, and you just go, "Damn, oh, is that what you're thinking about now?
Right,
is
right.
she? You know what I mean? It's like, damn, like,
And then it's some crazy
it's just a
cheek clapping scenario in your head. And she's like, what are you talking about in there?
yeah, it's
Nope,
just.
not me.
It's like someone reading, like you said, like someone reading your shit or looking into
Your soul.
well, no, just like everything is out of context, especially everything is just out of context because you're not even if you recall something, it's not going to be exact.
Sure,
It's going to be just a small portion of it. And that one thing could be overanalyzed.
God forbid you think something about her.
Right.
And like she's like, y'all had a fight that morning, and you're like, this fucking bitch. I can't. You're just going through your shit. And she's like,
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Definitely.
Yeah,
that's how she want to act.
deal
All
with
right, we're going to see.
All right, we're gonna get petty in this bitch now. We'll see who does the
If you like
dishes
it when I
next.
do this. I don't even understand what the fuck you getting all tight for.
Right.
Yeah, that shit'll just make arguments way worse.
Oh yeah, big time.
Just gonna smack me, bitch, in front of my friends.
You want to shit on my bed?
Oh, that would be too
Oh shit!
good. Too good.
What's the last question?
All right, y'all have to win a game show to stay alive.
Yep.
Which game show can y'all win?
Fuck.
Hands down, gotta stay alive, baby.
To stay alive.
To stay alive, a game show.
Like a guaranteed win? Basically?
Yeah.
The best game show I'm at.
I think I would have a good chance on Wheel of Fortune.
Ooh, okay.
I think I would have a good
good
chance on that.
Yeah. Just
Definitely not Jeopardy.
nah, the Jeopardy. No, Jeopardy's hit or miss for me. Sometimes I watch
No,
Jeopardy and I'm
no,
crushing,
no.
and then other times I'm like, I don't know a goddamn answer from this whole entire show.
No,
like it
man.
could go either way with Jeopardy. Like it seems like a lot of luck when you go on there.
Yeah, when
I
I
could
saw, I
probably do
remember
that.
watching White Men Can't Jump and seeing like the process that she went through to try to study to get on Jeopardy.
Right.
And at that young of an age, that's when I was like,
You're
oh, I
like,
will
nah.
never be on that show. I thought I could maybe one day, but nah.
No.
That's way too difficult.
It's deceptive because you'll have a category where you just crush it.
Word,
and then you're
word,
like, oh, I got
exactly.
this. I'm fucking killing Jeopardy right now. And then it's like 14th century English literature. And you're like, Jesus Christ, I don't know a goddamn thing. It's rough, bro. Jeopardy is it's a rough life to live.
Facts.
For sure.
Yeah. So yeah. What did I say?
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, yeah.
Either Wheel of Fortune or Price is Right. One of those two.
Price is
Price
Right.
is Right.
That's a lot of more people win Price is Right, I feel like, than than a lot of other ones, because those games are like mini games almost. It's like the whole show isn't about that one game. So
Yeah. I just have to survive.
But
There's
if you
a lot
had
of
to win the
chance in Price is Right, though.
For
like,
sure,
when you
the
spin
wheel
the wheel
and shit, yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's nothing going on there.
But
You can't help
if
it.
you had to win a showcase showdown, that would be a little bit tougher, bro, because you got to win some games, then you got to get that showcase showdown. What are you thinking, Johnny? You have a...
I mean, I was thinking Family Feud, but I can't do the whole thing by myself.
Right.
Yeah, you would have to rely on key family members.
Do you think your key family members? Do you think you all could pull the?
Nah,
could you
fuck
pull it
that.
off?
Nah, definitely not.
not putting my life in these people's hands?
Like just straight the Malave family? Nah, I can't do it.
Yeah.
In that case, I think I'm gonna go with, and this is gonna be a tough one, which is why it's hard to choose this, because if you don't win the whole thing, then you die, right?
Yeah.
I still think I'm gonna go with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that because you get some lifelines too.
You get
which is
lifelines,
nice.
yeah. And
Have some people help you out.
I'm pretty good on the app and shit. And I remember doing the dial-ins back when Regis Philbin was still fucking hosting the shit. I used to call in and try to get on that show so many times. And there was a couple of times that I would pass the call, but then they would never call me to because it wasn't like if you got all the answers right on the phone, you get it. Like you had to get all the answers right. I think it was in a certain time. Like it was timed.
Damn.
And then you were still in a drawing. And yeah, I never got a call back on that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. It's basic trivia. And I'm pretty good at basic trivia.
And you get some lifelines, which is nice.
And you
If
get
there is
lifelines,
something,
yeah.
You're
And
like,
you get the
I guess someone's
50-50.
got my back.
Yeah, there's a couple good options there if you play your cards right.
Sure.
I mean, do you still live if you you don't get the million, but you know how if you pass the certain points, all right, you don't get $1 million, but you get $50,000 or whatever.
They paralyze you from the waist
Okay,
down,
okay.
so you
All right.
still get to live, but it's not the best life.
I'll take it. Better to be dead.
That's true. That's facts, baby. That's facts.
Oh man.
All right, I'm gonna go a little different route. I'm gonna say Double Dare.
Ooh,
I feel like I could
Wow.
crush Double Dare. I know that
It's a kids show.
it is a kid. It is a kid show. It is a kid show.
I mean,
But wait. Family
I
Double
feel you,
Dare.
I feel
Family
you.
Double Dare.
Okay, I feel you.
Had adults in it too, and I feel like my family, my immediate family, we would fuck that shit up. Big
Okay.
time. Without a doubt. I'd get the flag from the booger nose and all that shit. It would go down for sure. But if y'all got on me for picking a kids show, I did have an adult show in mind. Most Extreme Challenge.
most extreme challenge.
MXC.
What is that?
MXC, baby.
What is that?
You know that
Wait,
that
was that
show?
the show where they would just show the clips and shit?
Yes, and they would dub it over with the American dudes
Yeah,
that were,
yeah.
but it was the crazy obstacle courses and shit. That's sort of like an
Oh,
adult
yeah,
Double Dare.
they got
I
the
feel like
American version of that now.
I'm agile enough. I think I could pull
Yo,
it off.
I would not be able to do that at
Isn't that
all,
called
bro.
Splash Down or some shit like that?
I don't. Did they have like an American version?
Yeah, I think
that
they
did?
Americanized that.
The one with John Cena, right? Or he hosted on TBS or
Extreme
something.
Elimination Challenge.
I know what you're talking about, but yes, those. I feel like anything physical. Like I don't want to rely on trivia and.
Would you make it through American Gladiator?
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Whatever that thing is, where you're launching the tennis balls. That
Yeah,
launcher.
yeah.
Oh, bro, Wipeout. Yeah, that's
Wipeout.
the
That's
one.
it.
That's
Yep.
a copycat, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would not be able to fucking do that.
I would
bro.
fuck that up.
I am not limber. None of that shit.
I think I could get through half of the American Ninja Warrior course, but like that shit gets wild towards
As
the
soon as you
end
get
where it's
to,
like
like, the-
it's a lot of
the
upper
ladder
body
shit,
strength.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have that kind of upper body strength, like duration, but yeah. MXC or some Double Dare. Either of those. I'll fuck with them.
Okay. All right.
Most
Yeah.
extreme elimination. All right.
You mentioned Family Feud and how you wouldn't be my family. I would not trust any fucking body.
I would actually pay to see your family.
Yo, I want to see
Oh
both
my
of y'all families
God.
go
See
against each other.
That would be great.
The answers y'all come up with.
Oh my God.
I want to see your dad up on the buzzer, just ready to go.
Oh.
Just ready.
We're
to-
losing.
We're losing. We lost.
You
We're
gave
done.
him free reign of a buzzer and he just,
And an open mic. It's not going to be good.
yeah, no. It's not going to be good at all.
That's it, baby. That's it for the quiz. Did we all answer?
Yeah, I think we're good.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so then
You know what it's time for.
Yeah. This is the first time I walked in an intro, the intro.
hey, I'm catching on.
Only took 112.
Episode 112. We finally made it. Yeah, not really a lot of news, actually. I was like digging deep into what the fuck has happened since our last show. There's been a couple of things that's happened, but nothing really worth, like, I think, discussing. Biggest story of the day and probably of the week is something we kind of touched on before. What that is, Elon getting...
Sorry about that Eddie Money, guys. We were shaking.
we're shaking.
Yeah.
Siri wants to tell the news, apparently. Yeah, Elon got some bread together and actually is pulling it off, and looks like the board has accepted his proposal. And yeah, Elon Musk is officially purchasing Twitter, assuming that like all the due diligence shit works out.
Lawyer shit.
Yeah,
all the
I'm sure it'll be like
financial details.
3 to 6 months before it hands the paperwork over to him. But yeah, it looks like Mr. Musk is rich enough to just be like, yo, I don't like this shit that I'm using. I'm just gonna buy it.
I'm just gonna buy it.
Didn't he say that if he bought it, successfully purchased this, that he was gonna fire the board?
I think so, yeah, because he's taking
nice.
he's taking it private. So yeah, they don't need a board if he's taking it private.
So they're gonna take their checks and they're gonna happily walk away, and everyone is gonna.
Well, yeah, I mean
Have a
they
good
all
time.
get paid. Everybody's gonna get everybody that's. He did say something originally. I didn't see it in the most recent kind of articles, but he did say originally that like his plan was to keep like the shareholders as shareholders, because you could be a shareholder of a private company. It doesn't have to be public, right? And so he was trying to do something where like if you own stock in Twitter currently, you could still own shares in Twitter under the private space. But I'm sure most people will probably just sell out and make their bread. Like what? Why? And all these all these board people are they get paid in shares, so. Yeah, they'll be chilling. I mean, everybody that sits on the board is banking anyways. Like
Right,
they're
they're
already
already-
super wealthy.
right.
They don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about that. That shit is just another
Fuck around. money.
payday.
What is he gonna do with Twitter though?
I don't
That's
know,
what I'm
man.
curious about. Yeah, like that's what I'm wondering. Like I'm expecting good things, honestly. Like I feel like this is positive.
Hoping.
I don't know how you guys feel. Like I'm right. I'm hoping. I have a positive outlook on it. I feel like it could be a good thing if done properly. Like who knows?
Twitter is one of those social media platforms that I never really got on.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna jump back on it just to kind of see what the changes are. Honestly, hopefully it is for the better. And he just adds a little bit more to what it already is and just makes it a little bit, I don't know how much better it could be because I barely use it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of room. I mean,
I'm sure there is a lot
from
of
now
room,
to
yeah.
when it started. Like, it's not that much different. Like, there's little features that were added, and they doubled the
Couple,
character limit,
yeah.
but like, it's not it's not like a Facebook where like you wouldn't even recognize it from when it first started.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
it still looks fairly similar. So that's why I'm curious. Like, does he have this big course plotted already? Like, I mean,
I doubt it.
he says right.
So he says he wanted to. His quote was, "I want to make Twitter better than ever, enhancing the product with new features, making the algorithms open source to increase trust." That's whatever.
What the fuck does that mean?
Defeating the spam bots. That'll
like
be
that.
good
That would be
because
really
there's way
good,
too
'cause
much
that's all it
fucking
is.
spam bullshit on there. And
Sexy
then
porn bots.
authenticating all humans. So I guess that's just kind of
Same vein.
in line with defeating the spam bots, right? But then it's like if everybody has a blue check, then what is a blue check really worth?
Garbage.
Yeah. The only thing that I heard him say that I was in line with was if you pay for Twitter Blue, then you shouldn't have to have ads. Which I'm like, yeah, fucking if you're paying for the service, you shouldn't have to see ads. So I agree with that. That might raise the price of Twitter Blue, but I don't even know what it is now. I don't pay for it, but
No, same.
if you're still seeing ads, it's definitely not worth it.
I mean, but I like what you did. So you mentioned that, you know, what is a blue check if everyone has one? But I like the idea of, hey, this is a verified actual fucking person
Agreed. Yeah.
rather than a bot.
Or if they are a bot, you're at least getting some fucking money out of them. So they're paying for an account to be a bot. Like either way, right?
But
Like,
as a consumer, and let's say you're getting trolled or whatever, or scammers, right? There's a shit ton of scammers out there, and we're smart enough to know this is a scammer. We're not gonna fall for that. But for those who aren't, some shit like a blue check, like saying, "Hey, this is confirming this is an actual fucking person."
Or
of
just
course,
like-
they can still be a scammer. However, it's like that's just one thing where you could just be like, okay, well, I already trust you to a certain extent here.
Or even like, not even like scams, but a lot of times, I think this is what a lot of people are afraid of because he's spoken so much about, you know, opening it up for free speech. And so like people are afraid of, you know, just the bots that appear to be humans that are doing a lot of political talk or like, you know, anti-COVID talk or, you know, the Rob 6480859 dude that's like promoting Trump or some alt-right, you know, shit.
Pro-Russia bots and shit.
All of that shit is like, people are like, well, if he's just like promoting free speech, then they're just going to allow that shit all over the platform. And I don't know. For me, I'm also like, why is, like, I don't understand this whole talk about like free speech on Twitter, because I'm like, yo, Twitter has the least amount of moderation to any other social media platform out there. You could basically say whatever the fuck you want on Twitter compared to anywhere else. There ain't no, there's not really like the Twitter police, the way people be like, oh, I got in Facebook jail or whatever. You don't really get that in Twitter unless you say some wild ass shit.
I was going to say, unless you're Trump, you really don't face the Twitter police that often.
You gotta say some wild
you
ass
have
shit,
to
right?
incite like a resurrection.
Insurrection.
Insurrection, yes.
Yeah. Like, Like,
that's what it takes to get banned from Twitter, a countrywide insurrection.
Not that anyone cares, but Trump did make a statement and say he was, even with Elon buying it, he was like, that's cool, but I'm still gonna, I'm not gonna come back to Twitter. I'm gonna still use what's his shit called, the Truth Network. That there's
some
only like
bullshit like that.
Wait,
did we get an account for that?
Didn't
Didn't we sign up? Did we get the
I know
approval
I signed
for
up.
our
I'm
account
still
yet?
on the fucking waiting list.
Okay.
I just want to see what the fuck people say on there, and I can't.
Your account is our
They're
account.
all fucked up.
Yeah, it's probably a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, that's a failed ass social platform. Trump don't even use
already.
it. So like, if he's not even using it.
How do you know you're not on there? Maybe.
and
I
watch.
read some article. It said he only had like 2 or 3 posts on the damn thing.
That's so sad.
And
bro.
watch. The second that that he takes over and Trump is able to use it again, guaranteed
He'll be
will.
back.
Oh,
Yeah,
he'll jump right back on. Absolutely.
Right back there.
for sure.
Elon, he tweeted like, I don't know, a few hours ago. He was like, just something along the lines of, if he were able to purchase Twitter, that he would hope that even his worst critics would stay on there or be on there or something. So like he really seems like he doesn't give a fuck. He just wants to make this like dope, which is kind of cool.
I hope so. Like I said, you know, there's a lot of like Twitter purists that are scared on what's going to happen. I've seen even some people that are not like, I wouldn't consider them like political or anything. Just like they've used Twitter a lot and they're, you know, tweeting shit like, whoop, there goes the neighborhood. And I'm like, bro, like, have a little bit of faith. I don't think he's going to honestly fuck it up at all.
People just love to hate.
I just don't know how he's going to make money off of it. That's the big thing. Because in order to acquire it, like he's taking out some huge loans.
People love to hate specific people.
No, that's true. But if anybody will find a way, Elon Musk will find a way to get
Elon
bread
does get a
from
lot of
Twitter.
hate.
He gets a lot of hate. Like the same. Like it doesn't matter what they do. Elon gets a lot of hate. Kardashians get a lot of hate. Like
Joe Rogan gets a lot of hate.
There's just certain people that no matter what they do, they will always get people.
The haters are more vocal with those specific folks.
But you notice with all of them, they are all like super rich because
and they also have rabid fans that support them. So maybe that's why the big haters come out. Like they're trying to like balance the rabid fans that love them.
Got to keep them in check.
That's
keep
true.
them down to earth.
Word.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyways,
What's
keeping
next?
on the social media topic, Snapchat. Y'all still fuck with Snap?
Nah,
not really. No.
You know, I was talking to somebody about
put our
this
shit on
weekend
there,
because
but-
it's like I was like, you know, what are the kids using today? And obviously everybody
that's
knows,
what
you know,
they're using.
TikTok is really popular amongst the younger generation. But Snapchat is still fucking huge.
Still huge.
And they reported their numbers and they added 13 million more people just this last quarter. They're actually like whooping ass to both Facebook and Twitter, both where they were at this time of their lives and of course like just now, because both Facebook and Twitter have been like losing people. But yeah, Snapchat has 330 million users. Daily active users, not like monthly active, daily active users.
Because they have those snap streaks, bro. Like these kids really like that means a lot to them. I know people like Ash in particular she's told me about streaks that she has going with people, and I'm like, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Like, who gives a fuck? It's so like if I were to Snapchat you, like one day we have a streak going, the next day I Snapchat you or you Snapchat me. That keeps our streak going to 2 days now. And they just keep snapping each other back and forth. And like you get badges and shit for these streaks. And
that's all it's about. Yeah.
It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard of, bro. And it just feels like it's not for me.
There's that. And then there are, I don't even know what it's called. It's like a Snapchat private channel is like that the porn people use too.
The premium.
Like the Snapchat premium.
Yeah, premium.
So like they have that. Messages
like
disappear.
It is kind of, yeah. It's
but
like
they started. They Snapchat had the premiums before OnlyFans, and you could sign up for this, and then you have access to this person's Snapchats, and obviously those
like
Snapchats are
shit?
like they're like kind of like
they're
stories,
more mature content.
Word, and then messages disappear immediately the second that you read it and you close it, the message is gone. Yeah. And it tells you when someone screenshots your shit.
Yeah.
Right.
So like there's
Someone
a lot
sends
of
you a sexy ass picture and you screenshot that bitch. It's like, yo, Johnny just screenshotted that shit you sent him. Like it straight up tells
there's
them, dog.
there's a lot of information. Like there's a lot of reason for people to use Snapchat other than its core use.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of nefarious Snapchat uses out there, and drugs. Honestly, there is a lot of drugs
because
that get sold
the
on
messages,
Snapchat.
disappear,
bro.
Like the messages disappear.
I'm sure cartels,
my fucking-
100% are using
My
Snapchat.
fucking niece got caught busted buying fucking vapes and some like bud and shit through Snapchat.
Yep. Tell her to hit me up. I got the hookup.
Why, she's underage. She's not supposed to be
never mind. No, we don't got shit.
But no, yeah, I didn't know about the streaks, but that's a big thing. They said the revamp of their messaging platform has continued to increase and drive usage, and also the AR shit, like all the lenses
The filters,
or whatever.
the filters are really, really big.
Yeah, that's been like really big.
Yeah,
like
filters
if
are
anything,
crazy.
they're one of like the bigger AR apps in usage. Just
Their
because
filters are
second to none.
Yeah,
like
they're,
and they
like-
probably fuel most of the content create. Like a lot of the content creators that rely on filters for their shit. I bet a lot of them are either TikTok or Snapchat filters.
Yeah, and Snapchat filters are so fucking dope. Like they're legit.
Yeah.
Legit.
And you can make them. Like there's like user made ones. Like I remember when I did have Snapchat, I would go through some of those and just search for whatever you feel like. And like there's probably a fucking filter out there just waiting for it. And they're good.
the lit shit is like there's also like a Snapchat or I don't think it's called Snapchat, but I think it's called like Snap Lenses or just Snap or something. You can install it on your computer and use it for like all the fucking like video
your
calls
webcam,
and shit.
whatever,
like y'all can't see this, but I'm recording this on my camera, and I got a cat on my head right now. Because I'm using the Snapchat filters to blur out my background. You'll see it on the YouTube. Yeah, so I use the Snap app to just like do like the portrait, the portrait blur shit. They got a lot of shit. The only thing that I think Snap fucks up with is that when they tried to get into those glasses, the AR glasses or whatever, they're not even AR glasses. I think they eventually want to do AR glasses, but like the record everything while I walk around and take, circular photos of shit. I don't think that goes anywhere.
Nah.
That was popular for like, I don't know, 3 weeks while they were selling them in pop-up stores. But I think it was more about the fact that it was like a pop-up store, that it was like something that was hard to find. You know what I mean? It was more like from that level, not really necessarily because of skills or dopeness or whatever. But anyways, that was another big thing that happened. Moving on, I don't think ever talked about this, or maybe we did bring it up early on when it first happened. But this is still a fucking story. Remember when Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion in her foot?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So Megan Thee Stallion, excuse me.
Meg Thee Stallion.
Meg Thee, she
Which
had
never, but before you get into that, it never made any sense because a stallion is a male horse, but whatever.
I never even thought
And she
about
said "the" as in there's
Yeah,
other
she
Meg
is-
the Stallions
Right.
that we know. Like this is the real Meg the Stallion, not the fake ass Meg the Stallion that you
Right.
know.
There's
like,
no
I get it,
other
I get it.
stallion.
She has-
There is no other.
She has a
The
big ass,
Italian
therefore
stallion,
it's
like,
like
that's the only other one.
She has a big ass, so it's like it's
I
a
guess?
it's a
Oh, is that
dope
the
word
stallion?
for a horse.
Is that what she
male
calls her
horse.
booty?
But it's a male horse. A stallion is a male horse.
It
so
is.
It's weird.
Meg
All right. What,
Poor
what
choice.
about her?
What's
Poor
a female
choice.
horse? A Meg the mare? Is that what she should be? That doesn't have the same ring to it, son. I don't know if that's gonna fly, but
I guess.
keep going, Johnny. Keep going.
So anyways, she finally had a sit down interview on what was it, CBS Mornings with Gayle King, and finally like gave her side of this whole story with Tory Lanez, which is still like I don't think she's suing him. I think he's just going through trial over the shit.
Yeah.
He still hasn't I don't think he's gotten sentenced or even gotten, I don't know if they've like, I know they've charged him, but I don't know if there's been any judgment yet in that case. But one of the things, big things that came out of that story is when Tory Lanez, so this was I believe a Kylie Jenner party they were at, and got into an argument in the car, and for some reason he pulls out his pistol and decides that, after arguing, gets so tight, he shoots her foot multiple times. He shoots her down. And maybe he was trying to shoot, like, trying to
Like a
be
Joe
like the
Pesci
movie.
Goodfellas thing, right? Just like, pop, pop, dance, bitch, dance.
And then he actually shot her fucking foot like a dumbass.
It was more like Harlem Nights. Like,
Right.
shot my pinky toe.
So I guess he was on probation at the time. And so he was immediately, while she's still like bleeding, my man was like, oh shit, my bad. I'm sorry. Please don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
I'll give you $1 million if you don't say anything. And she was just like, what are you talking about? Why are you not trying to help me right now?
I'm hurt.
If you're actually sorry, help me. Like, you shot my fucking foot.
You shot me.
So yeah, I don't know what the fuck is the deal with Tory Lanez, man. My guy really fucked up on that one.
It's like when you hurt your sibling and your mom's coming, you're like, yo, chill, like they're crying and shit, making a scene, and
Right.
you don't want them to get you in trouble and shit.
Don't say anything.
Don't say anything.
anything.
Just chill out.
Yeah, he's still going back and forth saying that he didn't do anything, and there's a lot of speculation on her homegirl that was also there, and the fact that she doesn't talk to her homegirl. And I know I've heard certain things going back and forth saying like he didn't do it at all, that he was fucking both of them, and they got into some shit, and she was the one who possibly shot her. So there's a lot of stuff going back and forth. He's saying he didn't do that.
Sounds like she's taking the rap for him. He's like,
So-
yo, bitch, just pretend like you shot this bitch in the toe and we'll be good. I'll give you $1 million.
Right.
Possibly.
He probably get rid of me.
Yo, I shot the bitch in the toe. Give me $1 million. I don't give a fuck.
So possibly, yeah. There's just a lot going on in that shit. But man, these people, you throw some money around,
Right.
and, you know, it's such a stupid situation that they are
damn.
even in that. So whatever.
If he gets convicted, he faces a possible maximum sentence of 22 years.
Holy shit.
I mean, he's on probation. You can't go shooting people's feet when you're on
And he's
probation.
Canadian too, so like he
Oh,
could get
shit.
like booted out the country. He could
Yo,
lose
Trudeau.
his
Trudeau
visa
is
or whatever the
pissed.
fuck he's here on.
I didn't know he was Canadian, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
When he first came out, I thought he was Jamaican because the song that he had
He might be, but he's
was
from
like
Canada.
a Jamaican accent. And then I'm like, well, now
He's
he has
Jamaican
no
Canadian.
accent now. I don't know. It's fucking so weird.
Yeah, I feel I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I forgot what the name was. It Love or some shit?
Some shit
it was-
like that.
He had a song where he had a Jamaican accent, and that was his first hit. And I'm like, I thought he just had a Jamaican accent. Turns out he doesn't have a fucking Jamaican accent.
He's Jamaican until you're about to go to the cops, and then he's like, all right, please do not
All
turn
right,
me into the
officers,
police.
please.
Yes.
Just
He turns into the white Dave Chappelle character.
moving on.
Moving on, another domestic issue. I think it's now about time we finally dive in to the dumpster fire that is the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard civil lawsuit. Yeah, this shit is crazy. Now that Johnny has
This
taken the
shit
stand,
is crazy.
literally crazy shit is happening.
Crazy shit. Amber Turd, is that what I've been hearing? A lot of I don't know like the specifics behind that story, but like apparently he said that she had shit in her bed one time. Maybe it was more than one time. But like I don't know. I need to know the story behind it. Like
From what I heard, she had shit in the bed, and it was the security guard. It was someone else who made him aware of it because they went to look in there or something, and she bragged about it to her friend.
So it was a spiteful shit. It
Yeah,
literally
yep.
was. She's like, I'm going to purposefully shit in this bed. How weird would that feel for you to jump in the bed that you share with your significant other and be like, I'm going to purposefully shit in this bed? Like, that is not something that just anyone's going to jump up and do, right? Like, this is crazy to me.
Not a
And
normal
these-
person.
Not a normal person, no. And these memes have just been, it's like Will Smith slapping Chris Rock all over again. Like, these memes have been going hard on Amber Heard shitting the bed, and they've been hilarious. And they're going to burn out real quick.
It didn't
Just
burn
like the
out
Will
as fast,
Smith.
though.
No, not as fast.
No, I
Because
love.
they're really
I'm
creative.
looking
with
forward
these,
to
bro.
more.
These are 100. I'm not done yet. Not even close.
Can we shed some light on toxic femininity?
Yes, we can.
Ooh.
That's the thing.
It's a thing apparently. It's just, you know,
Tell us about it.
it's not it's not talked about enough.
It is not.
I don't know, but we have Jada Pinkett Smith and Amber Heard now.
Facts.
That are
Got two in the spotlight.
highlighting
100%.
this shit.
Both of them.
Word.
Fucking
Both of them.
terrible people that play themselves out to be victims and are destroying the lives of dudes around. And again, like, if any of this shit was flipped around, let's be real. Like,
We don't even have to go that far. When accusations came out of Johnny Depp, right? She accused Johnny Depp of beating her. He came back and said that she was actually the one that was abusing him. Had people backing that up. What happened to his career?
Word.
What happened to her career? She was still able to film.
She's still in fucking
Aquaman 2.
Yep. She's still everywhere.
For some reason, that's a thing.
He got kicked out of the Fantastic Beasts.
He lost the Grindelwald. He lost the Pirates of the Caribbean.
He lost all of it, everything from that accusation, and now it's coming to light that actually she was the one who was being abusive to him, and that was the rumor. That was what was going around,
right?
But it didn't matter. I even had I remember coworkers saying that they refused to watch the Fantastic Beasts because Johnny Depp was in it, and I don't. It's like, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So the second that a man says like, "Yo, she's been tripping," it doesn't fucking matter. But a woman can say,
her ass.
Exactly.
He recorded her ass, basically admitting to hitting him. Like, he was like, "Yo, you punched me," and she was like, "Nah, I didn't punch you. I hit you. Like, I slapped you. Like, don't be a pussy. Like, all I did was hit you. Like, I didn't punch you. Like, I know what it's like to be punched. And that wasn't a punch, Johnny. Like, stop being a pussy." It's like, imagine if that was him saying that to her.
Word.
Like, that's some
I just
bullshit.
punched you. I just slapped you, Amber. I didn't punch you. Ooh.
Yeah. That would not be good. That would not be good. And her career still, I bet
her career
anything.
somehow. I mean, there's no way it can continue now,
I was gonna
though,
say,
right?
yeah, even after Aquaman, like, I don't see it on that upward trajectory anymore. Did they finish filming all of Aquaman? Like, is that done?
I have no idea. I don't keep up on the Aquaman news.
We should start an Aquaman 2 boycott right here.
Well, apparently today, he continued on the stand talking about how she hated Paul Bettany. Paul Bettany's his boy, and that she was always like extra rude to him. She would be like, she would like talk over him whenever they would get together. And you know, she was just continuously negative. Like, it was just bad. It's a bad situation where she's coming out to be the bad character here, and not Johnny, which, you know,
it's about time.
Is a little bit shocking. I'll say the least, because I just always assumed Johnny Depp was a pretentious asshole.
Absolutely, we all did.
And he probably is.
He could be.
He's not a beater, apparently.
And she's really hamming up that face that I'm so distraught.
Distraught face. Female.
Yeah. She's really hamming that shit.
Who could hate Paul Bettany? Like, I don't know Paul Bettany, but like,
personally,
he just seems like a good dude. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's a dickhole. Maybe he's not, but like, he seems like a legit good dude.
Well, and they said a lot of shit about that too. Like, he would say, you know, I don't know. I don't want to misquote, but they were talking about times when he had where he was doing drugs with Paul Bettany and shit like that.
I think Paul Bettany's even
like
cooler now. I thought he was kind of a square
together.
Pussy, bro.
Like they were doing coke together or some shit.
Okay. Paul Bettany.
A lot of that shit.
He had a vision, all right.
Vision, yeah. By the way, it is Aquaman 2 is in post-production. It drops March 17, 2023, and she is on the bill.
Can they digitally remove her?
Can they put Tig Notaro in her role instead?
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be fire. Can we get an image of Tig Notaro?
Let's just do Tig Notaro's,
let's-
like all of her scenes from.
Oh, yeah.
Every movie she's ever been in. Let's digitally replace her with Tig Notaro.
Facts. I'm all about that. We need to start that campaign ASAP.
Oh, let's get it
We
going.
need the Tig
We need to get
Notaro
some
cut.
movement behind this.
Please, even if a fan does it,
I'm going to
just
tweet
remove-
James Gunn.
Oh, I would love to see Tig Notaro taking a shit in Aquaman's bed.
Oh,
That would be great.
but then it floats to the surface
then
of the
it floats
water.
to
Oh man. All right, we're taking this too far. No,
Okay.
but no,
too
there-
literal. It's too literal.
But she was talking mega shit about like his friends was saying
Yeah.
pun not intended, but it's definitely welcomed.
So welcomed.
Talking shit about him and his friends and just saying, yeah, I would sit there bored as as him and his friends are
They were jamming, right? With their music.
playing,
just playing
playing their
guitar
music.
and
Like
shit.
nobody wants to hear these old people play their music, and he's just laughed at it. Her defense, I wish you had some shit to pull up, but her defense was horrible.
Yeah. Just
She
those clips that
hired
I've
some
seen,
fucking lawyers off of a fucking
They were like
Facebook
public
ad.
defenders. They seemed like she had a public defender and he had actual lawyers. Like it was
Yeah.
bad. And like, they were showing him, giving testimony like on the stand, and like you could literally hear him making the jury laugh. Like they were eating out of his
Yeah.
fucking hand. As
Oh,
he
he's
was telling
totally,
these-
like,
and he's
hamming
they
it
know.
up on stage.
Oh, and they're loving it. They're eating it up, bro. She doesn't like unless some wild shit comes out and we can see that he was clearly fucking up. Like she's fucked,
losing.
bro. Like, just hearing that jury chuckle and like laugh along with Johnny Depp, like they're all so starstruck. You can clearly tell as
Even
he's
his,
giving
like,
his anecdotes, bro.
The
And
way he's talking, like his little pauses, like they'll ask him a question and he'll be like, well, yes, but yeah. So what happened was, and then,
Yeah.
like when he's trying to think of like saying shit, like they asked him like, what did you find on the bed? He was like, there was fecal matter.
Fecal matter.
It's like, bro, you hamming this shit up. You
Yeah,
dragging
yes,
this.
yeah.
Just say what the fuck happened, bro.
What was the wine too? It was like you poured yourself a mega jug
a
of
mega
wine.
pint. A
A
mega
mega
pint of wine.
He said,
Yeah.
mega pint. I poured
Not for
myself a large glass.
a mega pint. Yeah,
A
these
mega
lawyers,
pint?
bro. He's making them sound and feel so stupid. I love it, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
keep
great.
seeing these
It's great.
clips on Instagram. I can't get enough, bro. I can't get enough.
So good.
Smug ass lawyers.
Yeah, I hope she does. I hope he wins that shit and he gets his fucking career
I
back.
hope he gets his bread. Yeah.
Word.
We need a blow too.
Do we?
I think we do. Even though he died.
He died and he was in prison for everything after that.
All right,
Bro,
let's
they
do a
could bring
prequel.
anybody
Let's do a
back.
Okay,
prequel of like when he was a kid.
would-
Because
it-
even the movie, he was like a teenager. In the
It would have to be.
Yeah, there's no prequel for that.
It would have to be a story about someone completely different.
But in
And
the
now-
blow universe, and then
now-
it would blow. It would literally blow if that happened. Like that's
Yeah,
terrible.
exactly.
All right, never mind. What do we got? HOLLYWOO.
Oh man, Hollywooo. All right. All right. So apparently, on the set of Being Mortal, it's a new movie starring. I want to say it was just Seth Rogen, Keke Palmer, a few people, Aziz Ansari,
Okay.
and Bill Murray. Bill Murray is accused of inappropriate behavior. The whole movie has come to a production halt.
Damn.
And everything stopped filming because there was a cast member that was who was accused of inappropriate behavior, and now it is coming to light that is in fact Bill Murray.
Do we know what happened at all?
No,
Is there
no
any sort of
details because it's
specifics on
actually it's being investigated.
Gotcha.
As we speak. However, we know we know
Millennial
that
production assistant felt some kind of way. off
Maybe.
of some bullshit.
That's not the first time I've heard wild shit about Bill Murray, though.
It doesn't surprise me. No, I've heard crazy shit about Chevy Chase, but that's more of like just him being
Racist and old.
racist, old, and
All of
fucking,
these guys are racist and old.
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like this had to be sexual.
Right?
Is that the implication?
That
of
is
the
what the
article?
implication is. Yes.
Inappropriate behavior typically implies
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. They wouldn't say that for racist antics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they would just
So-
say racist act.
They would say, yeah. They would say racist.
So
They
yeah,
couldn't say it fast enough if that were the case.
True.
it's like a lot of the people we grew up idolizing, man. We're at that age now where they are either dying
Or they're getting canceled.
Or they're
yeah,
getting
they're
It's one of the
canceled
two. Yeah.
for some wild ass shit. It's like you can't even fucking Bill Cosby. Who saw that shit coming?
Yeah, no, the
fucking-
Cosby
I
thing
mean,
had to fuck
I'm
a
not-
lot.
Pudding
yeah.
pop guy, the father,
yeah.
wholesome,
Very
you know.
wholesome.
We heard the jokes of him not accepting fucking Eddie Murphy when he was
Telling him to
stand up
clean
because
his shit up.
yeah, because he needed to clean his shit up. Meanwhile, he's fucking roofing these women.
Has Eddie Murphy ever commented on that?
I'm sure. I think he has. Yeah,
I'm sure he has. He had. Oh man.
So I
wish I could
think
fucking
he it was a couple years ago. I want to say it was prior to COVID. He was making the rounds, thinking about coming back to stand up.
I do remember that time period. Yeah.
And there was an event where they got him to actually like host it and go up there and do a couple things, and that's what he went for. He went in on the whole Bill Cosby thing, and everyone was just
Nice.
like, damn, it's like he did like first time on stage in Lord knows how many decades.
And he just went in.
And he went in and he fucking just murdered that shit. Everyone was laughing. He had comedians laughing, everything, like just comedians are waiting for him to
I could only
jump back on
imagine
stage.
how funny that was. That's
Word.
like just like a
I think there's a video
myth,
somewhere out there.
myth of how funny that.
I think there's a
probably
video
was. Like,
possibly circulating the internet, but
I gotta find it.
Yeah, I have to find that shit. But that would be great. So Denzel Washington and
Denzel
is it Antoine Fuqua?
Fuqua.
Fuqua.
Fuqua. Okay.
They are both
Denzel
back
and
for
Antoine.
the Equalizer 3.
Ooh.
Wait,
I
there was
fucked
a
with the
2?
Equalizer.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah,
a
there
two.
was. There
Yeah.
was.
Did I see that?
Yeah. I'm guessing you didn't.
I fucked with the first one. I can't
Guessing
remember
I
what
did,
the
and
second
it just
one
wasn't that. Yeah,
I did watch
exactly.
it. I did watch
it.
I'm probably did watch it, and it just I wasn't. I mean, it was Equalizer.
It was like,
just
yeah, it was
fucking-
Equalizer 1.5. It was
Yeah,
probably
it
the
was-
same exact shit. Yeah.
It's like
Just another version of the same story.
taking 1, 2, and 3.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
shit.
can't tell you the difference between the three of them.
And then did you guys watch the Equalizer show?
No,
There's a
my God,
TV
no.
show with
The
the
Queen
chick.
Latifah?
Yeah, it was the Queen Latifah.
Queen
That's right. It is
Latifah,
Queen
yeah.
Latifah.
I only
Bro,
seen the first
that's
episode
so-
that played after the Super Bowl.
What was it on? What channel did that air on?
I want to
you remember?
say it was not this year's Super Bowl, but last year's when the Bucks won, and that's probably why I watched it.
You're in a good mood. You're
and
like,
I
fuck
wanna
it, I'll
say
watch
that
the
was
Equalizer. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
TBS?
CBS.
Is it
CBS.
Is it canceled?
Like
Say
it
Turner
played
Broadcast
immediately
is-
after the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay,
That's why I
okay,
watched
okay.
it. Like it was like, all right, Super Bowl's done, and
Here's
they
Queen
usually
Latifah.
that's what they usually do. Like whatever their like big promo show is for the season, they'll play it right after the Super Bowl ends. And I'm pretty sure, I think it was last
Is it
year.
on NBC? I feel like the Super
CBS.
Bowl's on it.
It's
Is it
CBS.
CBS?
It is CBS. Yeah.
CBS. Yo, just me looking at this trailer.
The
That's
screenshot of the
Oh,
trailer.
yeah. Oh,
it's
you know
terrible.
that's bad. You
well,
know
no,
that's bad.
it was just playing until the. Oh my god, it looks horrible. She has like perfect curls as
Yeah,
she's
it's
spin
terrible.
roundhouse kicking somebody.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh, that's not
some of the worst.
28. It's not canceled because it's
Still,
It says
I mean, it's a
2020.
CBS show.
yeah, that's true.
They will keep a lot of. I mean, they kept like fucking
Blacklist is still
NCIS
going.
is still on the air.
Who watches
Sad.
any of that shit?
Sad.
Somebody-
Road people. My mom watches Chicago Fire, whatever
there
that
you
shit's
go.
on.
It's been
Yeah.
2 seasons.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's been 2 seasons.
They stopped, gathered their thoughts together, got their shit, and they're like, yeah, we need another season of the
it's
Equalizer.
still going. Actually, it's still going. So the last episode is May 15th.
Somebody's watching
like,
this, bro.
Somebody
Somebody is
watching it.
tuning
2
in like,
seasons
yo,
have gone.
ooh, it's the Equalizer night. You guys ready?
I mean, these broadcast stations get millions of views per
They
night.
do. Just people that leave the channel on, probably.
There's
like
that.
the amount of views,
There's-
they probably get
There's
more
a lot of
views
people
from
that,
that.
don't have cable, like Dave, you know?
Yeah.
And they don't
gotta-
do
I gotta
streaming.
have the
They probably
satellite,
only have Netflix, right? I'm sure there's a lot of people that only have Netflix and the rest of the time watch, you know, fucking Fox, ABC, NBC, and CBS.
UHF. Do you remember UHF?
They watch
What was that
CW.
channel?
I mean, all these channels are free. That's the only reason The Flash is still on the air. Because it's
I'm
free.
not watching the fucking Equalizer TV show. With
Hell no.
I'm not even going to watch the movies with Denzel. Like, after the first one, I was just like,
I
man.
fuck with the movies.
They're okay. I'm not
I'll
going
watch
to go
it
out of my
on
way.
the Plex when it shows
Yeah,
up.
Yeah. That's generally. I believe that's how I saw the second one.
I'm
It was just like,
probably-
yeah. Not going to a movie theater for that.
No,
8 a.m.
definitely.
opening day.
Yeah, not for an Equalizer.
I don't even think I've seen the first one in the theater.
Which, by the way, I did my second run of Sonic 2 this past weekend.
Second run. Boy, that kid loves Sonic.
It was just him this time. There wasn't even a
no,
kid.
my daughter. I made
Walk
the
was
mistake
like, I
of
got to get into the story this time. I got to
can't
see
stop
what
thinking
Idris
about it.
Elba was saying.
Exactly.
That Knuckles. man.
I was
That
honestly
Knuckles.
the second time around I was actually like falling asleep. I was just like, and not even like trying to
dog,
fight
you
it. I was
already
just
saw
like,
it.
all right, I'm closing my eyes. No, I had to watch it because my daughter was like, oh yeah, you know, it was her weekend, and
She's
you
like,
saw
"Oh, you went
Sonic
to see
2.
Sonic without me?"
I wanted to.
Baby,
I
pick
want to
something
see
else.
that.
Daddy
so-
already saw that. What else do you want to
Nah,
see?
it's fine. It's whatever, man. My son really wanted to watch it again because he loves Sonic.
Damn,
Yo,
he got to see it
loves
again, too?
Sonic. That's all he does all day on his tablet is he plays different variations of Sonic. He loves his Sonic clothes and everything
Does
is
he
Sonic
eat chili
right now.
dogs? Does he want chili dogs?
He
to eat?
actually
Does
yesterday
he ask for a chili dog?
No. So yesterday he was like, because I asked him if he wanted a hot dog because he does love hot dogs.
Yeah.
And he said, you know what? I kind of want a chili dog. And I'm like, dude, like, do you really want a chili dog? He's like, yeah, I don't know.
Has he had
I
chili
don't know.
before? Does he know what
Yeah,
chili
that's
I'm
what I
sure
was gonna
he's
say.
had
Has he
chili.
had one?
But still, but that was his response. I'm like,
One day, take
when
him-
have you ever had a chili dog?
Take
He's
him
like,
to Sonic.
I've never had one, but
and blow his
But
mind.
Sonic had chili dogs. So I was like, oh, okay, I get it now.
It's like that's why I fucked with pizza because of the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm
crush it,
gonna
that's why.
take him. I'm gonna take him to Sonic, and it's just gonna blow his mind. Not for the chili dogs or anything, but just because it's named Sonic. He would be.
Yeah.
Super
I didn't even think
fu-
about that part. I was more thinking about the chili dogs.
He would be super excited just because it's called Sonic.
So that
true.
and a chili. If he could go to a place called Sonic with a chili
get a
dog,
chili dog.
he would freak out, bro. If
Probably.
you could pay somebody to just be standing outside in like a Sonic outfit, that would make his fucking life. That would be a core memory you would have
Yes.
implanted in your son.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, you down to rent a
You about to say you buy the outfit, son? I'll put it on, bro. I'll be running around that motherfucking parking lot till y'all finish your food.
on roller skates and shit. I could just see.
I can
Dave.
that
rollerblade.
would be lit.
I need a pair of blades, but I got you. I'll skateboard.
be
I'll be
lit.
doing kickflips. You got Sonic doing kickflips. In
I
the
need to
parking
see the
lot.
video of that.
It's like, wow, Sonic.
I got you.
Sonic is short, Dad.
I will be his Sonic at the birthday party.
He's
That's
just
right.
as
Now I'm
little
throwing
as I
all my
thought he
shit out.
was.
He's shorter than I thought he was.
I'm gonna be Tails, bitch.
Daddy, why am I taller than Sonic?
Daddy, why is
damn.
Sonic beating my
damn.
ass? But you're gonna run faster than Sonic too, little boy. You better start.
Oh man, don't be threatening my son, kid.
You better start running.
That didn't sound good.
Sonic's about to get you.
Little boy.
James Gunn tweets part 3.
All right.
Fucking Sonic.
Oh man. So a while back we talked about how Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness went through some reshoots. Now it's been confirmed that those reshoots were actually reshoots and cutscenes were Marvel mandated. So it seems like some stuff has changed in the trajectory of where this should go, and Marvel mandated that those changes should be met. And it was so it says here Bruce Campbell has shed some light on the reported reshoots for Marvel's Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. He said Sam Raimi has had to add scenes that Marvel Studios told him he had to shoot. And he's removed scenes that no longer apply. So until May rolls around, I don't think Benedict Cumberbatch even knows if he's in the movie or not. Just from all of the reshoots that had to be made.
How?
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, how is Bruce Campbell attached to Multiverse of Madness?
He's homies with Sam Raimi, so he's probably in it in some way. Because didn't Sam Raimi do some of the, what were those horror movies that
The
Bruce
Army of the
Campbell
Dead?
did? The Army of the Dead,
Yep,
like
there we
those
go.
movies, yeah. I thought that's how they knew each other, so I assumed he,
Yeah.
Tarantino, Sam Jacksoned his way into
Evil
a
Dead.
Evil Dead, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Sam Raimi was tied to all that.
Yeah.
Let me see if it's...
And he had some bit parts in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies too. He had some cameos.
Did he?
in there.
Because I was just gonna say, was he in
Yeah.
the Sam?
Yep.
Was he in the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans? I didn't
He
know
was.
that.
He was
Oh,
like
he was. He
a
was
theater
the-
guy. He was a theater guy
Yeah.
in one of them.
He was, yeah.
Interesting.
I forget what else he did.
He
but
was
yeah,
a bellhop, like a bellhop,
bellhop,
or
yeah.
something like that.
They're
And yeah,
tight.
he's
They're
listed as being in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of
He
Madness.
is. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so they homies like that.
And the funny thing is, like, I know Bruce Campbell more than anything from watching Burn Notice
Yeah.
on USA, bro. Yeah, like that was yes, like that was. I think that's the first place I ever saw Bruce Campbell. It was not Evil Dead or any of that bullshit. It was literally Burn Notice on USA,
That's funny.
which was a kick-ass show for a while.
Oh, he
It's
was
not
in
bad.
Fargo. He was in a bunch of shit. Nice.
He always does bit parts. He doesn't really
Yeah, he's not a leading person.
no, except for
But people know him.
yeah.
All right, so but that's kind of interesting in seeing like they went in, they revamped the story, they went in, took some shit out, added some shit, and I cannot wait.
wonder who.
Because I
Who
go
makes that call? Like Kevin Feige? Like who's overlooking and they know that much that like, yo, this is not what we need. You need to put some of this in here. Like who has the balls and the dick to like
gotta be him.
make those calls? Like it's got right. It would have to be him. Like
I mean,
who else could?
I mean,
Like, this is what
whoever
needs
it
to be
is,
done.
whoever it is that makes that call or says like, yo, I think that we should go in this direction moving forward, probably has to be like there has to be meetings. And we've said it, like we probably give Kevin Feige way too much credit for mapping out this thing. But I think the best thing that he has going for him is that he selects great people to make these movies, right? And then they have I want to say that they have like meetings together to make sure that everything kind of fits into the story and doesn't overlap as
Like,
best
It could
as
very
best as
well
they could.
be that. Yeah, like it doesn't necessarily mean like something was bad, but just that now that we started writing She-Hulk or something,
We need
like
these to intersect
we need
here or
something
something.
here
Yeah.
to connect, or something that was part of this earlier doesn't connect, and so we want to just reshoot this.
And it may not even
3
be
scenes or
specific
something.
to. It may not even be specific to that, but it's just saying like, hey,
it could
this
not
is
be MCU at all. It could just be
Right.
like, maybe.
This shot looks shitty.
No,
Redo
no, no,
this.
I'm
Like,
saying
reshoot this. Like
it very well could be like MCU related, but it's like, yo, I think that we need to we either wrote or shot this stuff over here, and then we had this great idea of where we could possibly shorten this a little bit by implementing it into Multiverse of Madness a little bit, sprinkle some into this other show or movie. You know what I mean? And then that's where it goes, okay, well, let's do a couple reshoots. And then we can easily add that in there and kind of mix it up to where it doesn't actually, you know, there's just a lot. And I think that's the biggest thing that Kevin Feige has is the communication with multiple directors where they're all working with each other to make sure that nothing overlaps or becomes too convoluted, but it's not what we expected. Like, oh, he has the next 10 years mapped out.
All those directors got to have a group chat, right? Where they just shoot the shit in there. Like, oh, this is what I'm about to do today.
They all worked together for like Endgame and Infinity War, where everything came together. All of the directors were a part of that. Because they wanted to make sure that the Guardians of the Galaxy showing up here, that James Gunn had the say on how they were represented or what they would do in that situation, and you know, so each director for their specific movies or groups or whatever had a say.
They have to be the authority. So like whoever's writing that movie, like they probably have to check in with that person and be like, hey, like is this
and
following
I think that's where it shines. It's like everyone is talking to,
because you know DC ain't doing that.
Well, no, DC just seems like they're
They
hiring
don't give a
people.
fuck.
They're just making one-off movies,
Trying to see what sticks.
and then trying to get other people to to make like the sequels and try to bring it all together. So, I don't know. They don't have that communication.
They definitely do not.
No. So whatever, man.
Fuck them.
Fuck them all. I'm like, Johnny's just blankly, like he's just staring into the abyss over there.
He was pondering.
Yes.
Something he wouldn't want Joyce to hear.
All right. So as we know, Lightyear is the movie based on the Toy Story character Buzz Lightyear, and it's coming out within the next 2 months, I want to say, or maybe July. Either way, it has come to light now. They've actually released stating that it is obviously in the Toy Story world, but it's more than likely the movie that Andy saw that inspired that made him fall in love with the character,
Right.
and that it's older than even Andy's, than Andy's time. So it was maybe a movie that his father loved, and we know that Andy's father passed away and all that stuff. All of that stuff came to light later after all of the movies and stuff.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Well,
what if Andy's dad
Yeah, because they
voiced
did say
Buzz
it was like
Lightyear?
it was like his Star Wars, right? So
yeah, it was his
he's
Star
a
Wars.
kid. He didn't really see Star
No.
Wars when Star Wars
No.
came out,
Yeah, so,
right?
I switched it up. So the character that the father loved as a kid that he introduced to Andy was Woody. And that's why it's the old school stuff. But the father had passed away by the time the first movie came out. And then, Buzz Lightyear, that's supposed to be his Star Wars. So that's like the ultimate movie for him. That was the movie that sparked his interest in that, and like he was obsessed with. And this is the movie. Lightyear is the movie that he saw that made him like the character.
Yeah.
So it's a movie within
A universe.
this universe.
Yeah, that's crazy. I like that.
It's a good
I
explanation.
was already excited for the movie to begin with. Like, so this.
I was
just
iffy on it because it's
cooler.
just like, well,
Really?
It looks good, and we were gonna watch it anyway. And I
Yeah.
have kids, so they're definitely interested in it.
Sure.
But it's just like, how are you gonna have Buzz Lightyear, and then he's a toy, but now we're gonna look at the real Buzz Lightyear, and it's voiced by someone completely different. Like, how is that working? But
It's
it
not
makes
like
sense that it's like
the
a movie within that world kind of thing.
The Buzz Lightyear that we see in like the Toy Story movies. I feel like that's sort of like a projection of
It is.
Andy onto that character, and obviously we're going to see the real Buzz Lightyear soon. So like that's, just child imagination type stuff, which we all did. We all had our Ninja Turtles in the sewer and shit. Like, I get it. I'm pumped. I'm stoked. I need it. Wait, when does this drop? In a couple months, you said, right?
I want to say July. Either June or July. Let's see. Jeez. Lightyear drops June 17th.
Okay. Fucking A.
So-
Chris Evans too, dude. Like that's also
I
dope.
fuck with Chris Evans. I like
For
Chris
sure.
Evans a lot.
There's no reason not to fuck with Chris Evans.
All right, so let's get into some bad news.
Oh, I don't want to do
Yeah, so Into the Spider-Verse, or well, not into Across the Spider-Verse,
Ooh, okay.
has been delayed until June 2023.
Along with Flashpoint?
A full year.
Damn.
Because
Did we say why? Was there...
It was initially supposed to drop in October, so not a full year, but just shy of a year. It was supposed to drop in October 7th, and now it's June 2nd, 2023, and then the part 2 of that, because it is split into 2 movies.
Oh, damn.
Is now set for March 29th, 2024.
Oh, I was thinking you were going to say 2025, so I guess that's a little better.
2024. Yep.
Still.
Yeah, that's far away.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then
it's only
Sony,
2 years, but far enough for me.
Right. That's
far
what
enough
I'm
for
saying.
me. I mean, I really wanted to see this first half. The second half, whatever, we'll wait for it. But but going from October to June, like, why the fuck is there?
That's a huge gap.
That is a very huge gap, and there's no rhyme or reason for it. At least nothing that we could see.
It has to be just the strategic theater move.
They're trying.
in my
They're
opinion,
trying
like
to avoid all of the Marvel shit that's just dropping.
and they're just like, it's like walking over landmines. You just don't know where you're going to release something, like what's going to hit, what's going to just stay away from all things Marvel.
I don't know. Into the Spider-Verse was a major
yeah.
fucking hit. So, and I think they have a gold mine on there. And Oscar Isaac is playing Spider-Man 2099. So,
Yeah.
Did he play him originally? I think he voiced him originally too.
Yes, he did.
There was so many different Peter Parkers and Spider-Man.
There was like only like
It was just
30
an end credit
seconds of
scene.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
was an
yeah,
end
it
credit
wasn't
scene.
even. Yeah, it wasn't even. It wasn't part of the main movie, right? It was just the end credits.
Yeah.
Like the first
'Cause
end
that's what
credits, not the.
Yeah, because
It wasn't the 3 Spider-Man, or was it part of the 3 Spider-Man thing? The meme.
Oh no! It was the mid credit and then the end credit. Oh no, you're right. You're right. Because it went to him. He said he has to intervene, and then it turned out being the meme.
Yeah.
Of them all pointing at each other. So yeah, but I'm not familiar with that character. I know my brother Bebo, he's really into that, into Spider-Man 2099. So he's super.
Damn.
29. Did I say something else?
No.
No, yeah, that's what you said.
But he's super pumped about it. I think he even has like a tattoo of him or some shit.
He is pumped.
He is. I want to see what's what that character. Obviously, he's like the gatekeeper of the multiverse, I guess. So, it seems like a dope premise. So
Word.
So now we have to wait until fucking 2023 for that shit.
2023 is some bullshit.
Word.
I can't imagine it has anything to do with story or production.
Right. Or COVID. Like this just seems
or
like some
COVID.
bullshit.
Yeah, or just timeline stuff, movie timelines.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really all it has to do with.
Where they
Also-
lost so much fucking money on Morbius that
They're still trying to catch their
They're trying
breath.
to
They're
catch
like,
it
yo,
up
we
with
don't
some-
fucking know.
bullshit.
Also, I don't know, depending on if you like this movie or not. The first one, we know that Will Smith is still in some shit over that slap. And although they claim that it has nothing to do with the slap, Netflix has decided to cancel Bright 2 after that whole incident.
I read that, and that bummed me out because I really liked Bright.
I did
thought
like Bright.
was a good
I thought
time.
it was good. But
With
it,
Joel
it,
Edgerton, right? Wasn't that the
Yes,
other?
yep.
It was. I mean, for what it was, a Netflix original, and that was like when Netflix was starting to hit with those
I enjoyed
originals.
it. I thought it was
did too.
good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I didn't really like it. Like it's not.
I mean,
it doesn't bum me out. It was.
It's
enough,
not
it
making
was,
a top. I am bummed out. No,
I wanted to see
I'm
where it
bummed out.
goes.
It's
For
at
sure.
the same level as like Red Notice, like and Tomorrow War. Like
Tomorrow, yeah, it is like
they're
tomorrow.
good streaming movies, but they're like
You're paying for it anyway. Why not get another good streaming movie out of it, though, right?
but it's
Like,
kind of like it's.
feels like you're stepping on it. You're going out of your way to step on it, Johnny, and it's
I'm not.
unnecessary.
I'm just saying, like these direct to stream movies need to do better, basically.
Okay,
Well-
Catherine Bigelow, relax.
Here, so my biggest fight with Bright was the fact that it's a David Ayer movie, and David Ayer makes one type of fucking movie.
Those were like goblins that were like Hispanic gangsters. That's exactly what.
But that's what I'm saying.
It was dope. That's why I fucked with it.
It was goblins and ogres and fucking fairies in a David Ayer universe.
We see that Shia LaBeouf character from the tax collector.
Right. Or End of Watch or Training Day
Fuck yeah.
or like all of those fucking David Ayer-esque movies.
Yeah, they're all two dudes that are like up against some shit, right?
Yeah,
now that
in
you say
LA.
it like that.
In LA. Police
LA.
officers.
Yeah.
It's always
Shit.
True that,
It is,
yeah.
isn't it? Fucking do better, David Ayer. Do better.
Have y'all seen
man.
Ambulance yet?
Nah.
No, not yet. Is that David
Did you
Ayer
check
too?
it out?
I
No,
don't
that's
think it's
Michael
David
Bay,
Ayer,
right?
but it's
Okay.
just another
I
fucking
want to see it. Yeah, I do
LA
want to see it.
movie.
I fuck with LA movies. I do like LA movies.
I grew
just
up
feel
on
like
LA movies. They
I just
made me
feel
wanna
like
go to
David
LA.
Ayer's movies have a certain feel to it, and you
Yeah.
can tell it's a fucking David Ayer movie. It's not necessarily that it's set in LA, but I'm down for that. I do. I want to watch Ambulance. I do like Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, take
It's
your
good.
own.
Usually, yeah. I'm just surprised
up-
that like that one. It's I don't know. Whenever I seen the trailer for it, like it's been like, okay, it's a cool like story, but like premise, but like just seems weird that one it's Michael Bay and two it's like
Michael Bay.
filmed in IMAX and like it's like heavily promoted as an IMAX film, and I'm like, what
because
about
it's
this
Michael Bay.
movie?
What about
is
this dude in
so
an
great
ambulance?
because they haven't really
Right.
shown anything in the trailer that makes it seem like it's so crazy that it deserves to be on a giant screen and have like this Michael Bay directed action sequences.
Isn't
Haven't
it
really-
kind of like now that we're talking about it? Isn't it kind of like Speed, almost? Not necessarily that it has to
I think
keep up the speed.
Yeah, yeah.
But they go on a heist. They take this ambulance. There's someone in that ambulance,
Yeah.
and they can't stop because the
Right.
police are after them.
Right.
But they also, the one person has a heart and can't, you know what I mean? Like it's that whole scenario.
It's a similar concept, yeah.
And
So I
Speed
can-
probably stole that
The
from
car
somewhere.
chase,
They
the car
probably
chase
weren't.
fucking
Sure.
movie throughout LA. Like I feel like that's
Right,
been done
right.
before.
But I
How
can
is
see-
it
I
like
can
an
see-
IMAX action flick, yeah, IMAX. Like
No, I can see like a car chase type movie like being IMAX and having some dope visuals. Will this one?
I'll have to check it
I don't
out.
know.
I
don't
saw it
know.
popped up on the Plex, so
There's we know definitely one thing. There's gonna be a couple things that are guaranteed, right? Is that there are gonna be a shit ton of explosions and some light flares every now and then. Oh no, is that
Facts.
J.J. Abrams?
JJ,
That's
JJ.
J.J. Abrams,
Yeah, the
right?
light flares
The
is
lens
JJ.
flares, yeah. Definitely big ass explosions.
Oh, for
though.
sure. And Megan Fox in booty shorts.
Yeah, that'd be a nice little cameo.
It
if we
would.
got
Just
it.
any movie.
I wouldn't
we
mind
could
that.
do a little bit better with that. Yeah.
No matter how much, no matter how much you feel like you're probably over her and MGK, she's still fine as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I
about
feel like
him,
they're
but
on the rocks. I heard they were on the rocks.
I'm
There
sure.
was some shit going down.
Oh, I mean,
Be on
Wouldn't
the
be
lookout for
surprised.
that. Next week, we're about to drop that. They're done.
surprise,
Update.
surprise. MGK is a dick. I never would have gotten that.
Drugs, I heard. He was
Well,
was doing
that too.
some hardcore drugs that she was not a fan of.
Okay. All right.
Wait, that was news to her? That MGK does hardcore drugs?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he was sober for the first 2 weeks of their relationship.
Yeah.
I'd fake it. For 2 weeks, sure.
But they got engaged, didn't they?
Exactly. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? How is this
whatever.
news? How did she
Maybe he
not
said
know?
he was going to say, I'm going to stop, baby. I'm going to stop.
All right, so we
Speaking
have a
of
couple
drugs,
things on budgets, pretty much. So Netflix, what'd you say?
He said exact. I said, speaking of drugs, and Johnny was ripping his ball. MGK Jr. over here.
Yo, so pretty soon we're getting season 4, at least the first half of season 4 of Stranger Things, and Netflix has apparently it's come out that they spent over $30 million per episode.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, that budget.
For season-
I read
for
that,
season
bro.
4.
That is insane. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Each of these episodes have to be the most outlandish shit we've ever seen. 30 million
30?
per episode.
30 million.
Do we know how
that
many
is-
episodes are in the final?
It's broken
Wait,
into
so
two
that's,
seasons.
I was just going to say, so that's across both parts?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like a fucking $200 million season?
Bro.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
This
Like,
is the last one, right?
This
I
is the
just
last
seen
one.
it.
Yeah.
I just
'Cause the
seen,
kids
no,
are
this is
getting old.
not.
They are.
It's not the last one.
No,
Isn't
season
it,
4
season
has been
4
split
is
into
split
two.
into two.
Right.
But
Correct.
then there's a season 5.
Whoa.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right.
So their kids are going to be 30 with children.
Basically,
No,
yeah.
I think that
Daycare problems.
So I think it was because COVID really backed that shit up. Obviously, like it halted all of that. So I think they're filming all of that shit together and then dropping it so that the kids aren't fucking 30 by the
They
time.
got to do something
season
to
5.
de-aging, like the Irishman. Like,
But season
Right.
5 is getting. Season 5 is going to be the last, and nothing about this. Like it's not like it's Harry Potter, where Harry Potter was based on a book series about kids. Stranger Things started off like they're kids, and it's the story's moving along with these kids. So
It doesn't
I feel like
bother
that
me
was-
that
that
they're
was
like
the-
seniors in high school now. I don't care.
yeah,
yeah,
right.
but I don't want to see them in fucking college getting Eggo waffles and
But you're
nosebleeds
not,
and shit.
though.
Like, get the fuck out. Like, the whole thing was that they were kids. Like, we were kids in the 80s. There was mystery and exploring, and like these kids are gonna be fucking holding down a job now. Like, that's not
As
what
long
we
as I don't
signed
have
up
to
for,
see their
bro.
like Nirvana grunge stage, I'm good.
Just that. I don't gotta do what you tell me to, mom.
But I was watching like fucking, or I read that I seen this like headline for an article the other day that was talking about how the new the Game of Thrones prequel that's coming out.
yeah,
They were promoting on how they're spending more money than the final season of Game of Thrones. Where in the final season of Game of Thrones, they spent $15 million an episode, and that this new season is spending so much money because it's $20 million an episode. And you're out here telling me that Stranger Things is spending 30, like more than the fucking Game of Thrones prequel? That's wild.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like those are
That was
COVID
that was
prices.
actually the next.
That's inflation.
The next
I'm gonna
thing
call
I was
that.
gonna bring it up, but
Thanks, Biden. Like that's some
Thanks,
Joe Byron
Biden.
shit right there.
Joe, oh man, 30 mil.
30
It's
mil.
gotta fuck,
That's
right?
ridiculous.
Imagine if it was trash when it comes out, just garbage.
I wonder if stickers are just gonna pop up on my TVs every time I watch it that says he did that.
I see those on the gas pumps all the time still.
It's so fucking stupid and annoying.
It's so dumb. I had to rip one off the other day because it was like a freshly placed one.
yeah.
And it
Ooh,
was
you ripped
still up
one
there.
off.
And I was like, this is so dumb. I could take this one off. Like,
Nice.
I'm
I'm gonna
so
start
over
doing
it.
that.
It was
I didn't know we
funny
could
for,
do
like, the
that.
first
I'm gonna
week.
take them down.
That's where I got the first time I saw it. I chuckled and I was
Right.
just like, oh, that's witty. And I was like, oh, now there's obviously a number of you that have
yeah.
gotten together on this stupid fucking app and said this is what we should do.
But if those were Trump stickers, I'm leaving those bitches up there.
oh, you better believe it.
Probably,
fuck
I'll
'em.
probably circle the
That's
bitch
why.
and point arrows at it.
yeah.
Oh man,
Little
So
cloud
fucking
above his
stupid.
head, like he's thinking something wild.
Yeah, so the Game of Thrones thing was actually the last thing that I had, just to kind of round it up. But yeah, you're right. Like, I honestly, as much as I loved Game of Thrones, I'm not looking forward to this spinoff.
I'm not, what was it House
I'll
of
give
Dragons
it a shot.
it's called?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot, but
Yeah, it's whatever.
that's exactly how I feel about it. It's whatever.
I think that final season put such a bad taste in most people's mouth. Even though I still stand by it.
Your
I
mouth
enjoyed
was
it.
okay. Yeah,
I still stand by it. But it still just was like, it was building up to this huge climax. Climax reached, achieved, it's done. I don't know that I need to go back to that. Like,
I think that's where I'm at. I'm like, Game of Thrones, it's been, regardless of how you felt of that last season, I still enjoyed it. I may actually go back and watch it because now I have a better TV and I may actually see what the fuck was going on there.
In the fucking final fight. In the
final
fight. Yeah. I seen that shit in a hotel on an iPad. That shit was terrible. I was so mad.
As a matter of fact, you might not be off on that. I may have seen that. I may have been visiting Danny and I was watching it on my laptop just
same
while everyone was just like sleeping. You know what I mean?
But this new Game of Thrones could be like what Game of Thrones was when it came out, because nobody gave a fuck. No one knew George R.R. Martin or any of those books or anything, and we all got fucking sucked in, and we were like, holy shit. Like, this next shit, like, although it is a prequel, like, it could do the same exact shit. Like, I'm not writing it off just yet. Like, I'll give it a shot.
No,
like,
I said I'm giving it a shot.
For sure.
What I said
saying,
was I'm not excited about it.
Right, and nobody was excited. Like, oh, what's this Game of Thrones everyone's talking about? All right, I guess I'll check it out. Like, wizards and dragons and shit. Like, nobody gave a fuck about that shit when it came out. So, like, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt.
Are you excited for it?
I am excited for it. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Like,
but it's like,
and just anytime HBO does anything, bro, like it's a reason to get excited. Like, this isn't CW.
Agreed.
They're not putting out some bullshit.
But it's just I get, season 4 through 6 vibes from it, right? In that, season 1 through 3 or 1 through 4, like, we knew it was based off of George R.R.'s story in the books, right? These prequels, I mean, I think and again, I didn't read any of the books, but from my understanding, the books get into like this backstory, but they don't get, I don't know how detailed they get into this backstory. So I feel like they're still like basically making up their own story based off of, like, I don't know, maybe in total 5 chapters worth of material, right?
Yeah.
And now they got to make, I don't know, 3 or 4 seasons of content out of that.
A bit of passing dialogue that they need to turn into.
It all depends on who's writing it, Like, we already know that Benioff and DB Wise are bad at creating their own original content.
Yep.
Thankfully, they're not involved. So, fingers crossed that whoever's writing this new one knows a little bit more about the lore and the story and can make
just has a better imagination.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it comes down to. Like, I think it could be just as huge as Game of Thrones, and until they prove me wrong, that's what I'm going to hope for.
I think they need to show a pair of Danny boobies in the first or
100%.
second episode. Not hers, but that's one of the reasons that I was
the doggy style.
Emilia
It was the
Clarke
doggy
is
style.
Fire.
Like, there's not
keep
too many
watching this
shows
shit.
that go hard on the doggy style right off the bat.
And if they don't kill a kid in the first episode, then
I'm not fucking with it. Yeah, it's garbage.
You need that wild ass.
Kill the main character off at the end of the first season, and I will be impressed.
Yeah, that's those 3 things are what sold me on the series.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just harness a little bit of that. Harness a little bit, and
Just
you
a
will
little
have
bit.
an audience, I promise.
Little bit.
Yep. That's
I will, I will be tuning in.
Mm-hmm. Same.
And I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Just still holding on to the fact that I'm just not super excited about it.
That's okay. And that's how I felt about all Marvel shows that have come out so far. Like, I've been like, okay, I'm ready for them. Let's do it. Let's see what they got. Like, it's going to be the same mindset going into these
ride.
and, Moon Knight and all those. Like, we've been fucked. Severance. I went into Severance with the same exact mindset, bro. And it changed my life, dog. I know.
Couple episodes
that's
in.
true.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know, man. This is pretty weird. Just lots of questions. I don't know what's up. I'm like, dog, just hang in there. You'll be all right. You'll answer some questions and you'll be in, and shit is revolutionary.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very slow to write off TV shows. I would say as any other medium, movies, I think TV shows need to be given the benefit of the doubt. They have a lot more time to work with, usually multiple writers, like a lot more writers, different directors. Like there's a lot of things that could pull you in. Whereas a movie, it's very, these are the 2 writers. This is the director. Like it. But shows can give you, a lot of different looks. You never know.
So does that mean you will be watching The Equalizer?
Yeah, dude, what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch every single episode of The Equalizer before Snowfall.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that, though.
Just to say, yo, Equalizer was tight, dog. You should check it out.
I believe that.
By the way, I went back to Barry.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I got through episode 3 and I fuck with it. It's good. It's funny.
It's actually pretty funny. It's a funny ass show.
I don't know why I stopped watching it the first time. I think just Joyce wasn't into it. So
same with me and Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
I don't know why I stopped when I was watching it. What had happened?
I tried a couple times for Peaky Blinders. I just had to power through that first season.
Yeah, that was really it. I mean, honestly, the first like 3 or 4 episodes, like once I got through those, I was like, okay, we're good.
Yep. It was a good show. Then I had to power through the entire
Yo, you did. Because I had cranked it out, and me and Johnny were talking about it. You're like, fuck, I'm behind 3 episodes. I need to catch my shit up.
Great stuff. All right, guys, do you have anything else to add to this stellar conversation? No?
No.
Yeah.
Got nothing.
So then you know what that means. Remember, if you enjoyed this, our content, and you made it this far, you are a fucking fan, and we love you forever. But if you feel like there are other possible fans in your friends and family list that would also enjoy our content, have them subscribe to the podcast on their favorite app. If you happen to listen on Apple Podcasts or even on YouTube, right? Ring that little bell. Hit us with a subscription. And let them know. Let them know. And give us a rating, man. Give us a dope 5-star rating. Tell us how you feel about the show. We don't give a fuck if you don't like it. Tell us that shit too. All right. So also, if you're into really, really nerdy shit that is mixed with some politics, check out CriticalMass, because that's our dudes, and you might as well listen to their shit too.
Let them know too.
All right? Let them know too. Oh, man. And if you want to cop some merch and rep the podcast, go to insensitivemerch.com and stay drippy with Drippy. So, guys, thank you for making it this far. We love you. 112 episodes. Couldn't do it without y'all. Peace.